How's it going, guys? Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. We have issues. We have issues. Oh. We have issues is what I'm saying. We have big issues tonight. We'll start off like that. Welcome, guys, to this one-time live event. It's going to be super to the point. I'm going to cut all the fat. I'm going to start off by saying this. I need to calm down a little bit. Are we good? Are we live? Are you guys, we're full. We're locked up. 5,563 people are trying to get in. So hello if you're here. Okay, it's going to be, I have to cut to the chase and I got to go quick today. Welcome to the DMO webinar where I will reveal my DMO and I will reveal much more than that. What am I doing? I'm so pumped up because this is going to be the amalgamation of all of my knowledge, guys. Everything comes down to that. Does that look like an octopi or an octopus? Does it look like an octopus? We're not getting started just yet. I got to let you guys come in, say hi to each other. Let's kick it off like this. Where are you from? I'm giddy. I actually have notes that I will be following. Can you take a screenshot of that? No? Good. I don't want you to. I'm going to be following an agenda tonight. It's going to be pretty straightforward, to the point, and the first sentence is, where are you guys from? Ready, guys? We're going to jump right in. We're going to talk about the end goal of this webinar, what the end goal is, because it's going to be very, very clear. It's not about, well, I'll tell you why you're here, and you tell me if I'm right, okay? So I'm looking at some chats. We are live on the platforms. I must explain why. Only 100 of you are actually got in here. Some of you are dropping out. And if you get disconnected, someone's going to take your spot. Okay? You may lose your spot. If that happens, technically, I can tell that you were on, that you were in at some point. So if you're watching me right now, if you're in the webinar, if you see Stephanie, hey Stephanie, what's up? Stephanie's there to answer questions. We got to move quick. Did I use 2 minutes up right away? Here's what I'm going to talk like this. I'm going to give you guys an early gift right now. Would you like a gift right now for showing up? I'm going to give you guys just now in, what if I told you in 30 seconds, I can give you the most valuable tip I've learned in 2019. I learned it from Chris Evans, the actor who plays Captain America. Go figure. That actor was in an interview. He gave a tip to how he controls the voices in his brain and stays focused. And it just blew my mind because I use it. I was going to share it earlier, but I said, nah, no one's going to believe it. Shh. Say that. Say it to yourself. Your brain's going crazy all the time. It's hard to stay focused just by literally going shh to yourself or to your brain. Shh. Wow. Now I'm focused. I'm focused on what I have to do. I'm not thinking too much ahead. I'm in the now. Shh. Do it right now while you're on the webinar, guys. Do it right now. Shh. It works every time. I mean, we could talk about the power of now. It brings you in the now. I'm going to start cranking out books randomly. We could talk about the power of now, or we could talk about the 5-second rule. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. To be in the moment and take action and be focused on what's going on. I like shh. I think that's going to be a book title. Here we go. Oh, by the way, just as a little drop, what do you think of that gift? That's a gift. If you feel like you're thinking about too many things, just say it to yourself. Say it to your brain. Yo, 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 yo. Shh. Okay, now I'm back. It's super powerful. Now let's go. Okay, now I see you guys all talk amongst yourselves. I'm going to really go on today, and I'm going to be very structured. So let's go. I'm going to start off with the free gift I just gave you. Yes, I will follow notes because today is going to create famous people that are on here today, that are on the webinar. Now I'll explain why we're live. Please shut off your cell phone. I'm going to do the routine thing. Please shut off your cell phones. Get rid of any distractions. And if you feel that you're not able to focus on tonight because it will be so content rich and content heavy, and I'm going to go friggin' fast, but it's the event that's going to completely change your business. It'll change your business. You'll make more money. We'll get into that in a sec. Yeah, that's really the end goal here. Stick to the script, Mark. Who's excited? Who's excited? I'm friggin' pumped up. There we go. Okay, because you're here, guys, because you came here, the ones on the webinar, you will all get the, will you all get the replay? Some of you will get the replay if you stay till the end. We're only going an hour today. You don't believe me? Just watch. We're going an hour. Got everything structured. Because you're here, you'll get the replay, but I need you to go and grab a pen and paper immediately if you don't have one. Try to keep listening to me as I ramble on, because for the next 3 minutes, I'll do a bit of house cleaning, okay? What to do, what not to do during this live event. So go get pen and paper. You're going to have to sketch out some stuff big time. And only some of you will get the replay, but you have to stay till the end. If you don't stay till the end, you won't get the replay. That's well, you'll see. You'll see. Okay. The only reason, guys, hello Instagram, hello Twitter Live, hello YouTube Live, I see you as well, and Facebook Live, all y'all, the only reason you're seeing me now is because if anyone that's on the webinar gets kicked out, someone else will scoop your spot, and it's capped at 100. But if 5 of you get disconnected at your end, or, I don't know, you leave, that frees up those 2 or 3 spots. So if you're live, watching me on Instagram, keep trying to get in. If you registered, because there's over almost 6,000 registrations. If you're on watching me right now, and you get booted, go to my Instagram, my Twitter Live, my YouTube Live, any of the platforms. We're live right now. But here's the kicker. The ones watching live, it's coming. Oh, and it's also for my international people. You guys should have got a message. All the international people that it's like, I don't know, what is it, like 4 in the morning right now. Some of you it's 2 in the morning. You get to catch it on the live, okay? You'll have to catch it on the live. But the lives all come down within 12 hours. So if you're going to catch the replay on any of my live feeds, Instagram, Twitter Live, YouTube Live, and Facebook, all of them. Where are we on? Where are we on right now? Let me see. We're on Instagram. Hey guys, what's up? We are in fact on YouTube Live. We are on Twitter Live. You guys, Twitter Live, you guys are friggin' going nuts. Hey, all of y'all. See, this is a big turnout, but the 100 people on the webinar are the only ones who get the free gifts at the end. I'm sorry, guys. The ones who are on the live webinar are the only ones who are getting. You'll see. You'll see. So that's the house cleaning. Do you have your pen and paper, guys? We got to get moving. So when the live runs out, rewatch it. If you have a screen capture software, screen capture this because it'll be content rich, but you're not going to get the gifts. How do you know if you're on the live webinar or not? Because some Instagrammers may be saying, well, I'm on the live webinar. Only if you see Stephanie. Stephanie, can you please say, hello, everyone? Please, babe. I'm going to get a harassment suit. You can't, if you're hiring people, guys, don't call them hun or babe. But me and Steph, we work together a lot. But no, it's not like that. That just came out. I'm sorry, Steph. Again, I was going to say she doesn't care. These are not good things to say if you're hiring people. I'm just way too laid back. Got to work on that. There she is. Thank you, Steph. Yes, thank you. If you guys see Stephanie there, that means you're on the webinar. You're one of the 100 lucky people who got in. That means you're going to get some unfair advantages in a little bit here. Okay? There we go. If you don't see Stephanie, it means you're watching the live stream on one of the platforms. Take notes. Let's go. Is that all we got to do? I think that's all we got to do. That's all we got to do. Okay. And Stephanie is answering questions live on the webinar, not the platforms. Are we clear? Are we good? That was super long. Let's go. I got to move. Who here is in business? Who here has a business? Get some water, and I'm going to check out, make sure you're in the right place. If you're not, I can see all the platforms now, so I may respond verbally to some of you, a lot of you, but I'm really focusing on my webinar people. So who's in business? Don't throw any links in there, and don't spam, guys, please. Please. Stephanie, you know what to do. She knows the routine. Stephanie also knows a lot about what to do. If you get, she knows, Steph, you know what to do. And I'm not talking to Stephanie right now in that way. I'm saying, I have faith in Steph. Steph, you do what you got to do. So whatever Steph decides, if she kicks some people out, she kicks some people out. We don't need to give reasons. Please don't spam your links because it's a full house everywhere. This applies to all platforms too. She's monitoring those too. There we go. Is that enough rules for everybody? If you're on the webinar, you can ask away. Just be nice to her and she may answer you. Okay, so who here is in business? Everybody, pretty much. You're selling something. Okay? So let's get into that right now, because why are you here? I got to hang on to these because I will go on a different path. Why are you here tonight? Why are you here? Is it to get my DMO? Is that really why you're here? What's the end result? What's the end result? If you're in business, you're selling something. Whether it's like a product, a service, coaching, you may be selling coaching, you may be selling other people's stuff. You're selling, you're offering something up in exchange for money, for cash, right? Right? Please say, yes, I am selling something. You have to be selling something. If you're not selling something and you're just in business for fun, or you could be in business in a nonprofit as well. But generally speaking, are you not here because you want to make more money? Like, let's be real. Let's cut the fat on this whole thing. Let's keep this webinar or live event super, super lean. Are you not here because you want to make more money? The reason you want to sell more of your stuff is to make more money. It's going to be extremely raw today. It's going to be like, we want to make more money. We got to make more sales of whatever the thing it is that we have. Fair enough. Would you agree? Yes or no? You want to make more money by selling more stuff. That's the end result. It's not to see how cool my DMO is. The reason you want my DMO is because you want to sell more stuff. The reason you want to know how, we're going to go through a little online marketing and personal branding. We're going to go through audience building galore and how to capitalize on sales pretty well on autopilot. The stuff, I'm making sales right now as I'm talking to you. But you want to learn all that, not because it's fun, which it is, but you want to learn whatever I'm going to teach you tonight. My DMO, among other things tonight, because you'll make more sales and make more money. Really get freedom. Really, at the end of the day, it's happiness and freedom, because the end result of it all is happiness and freedom. It just so happens money can assist you in that. Okay, we're good there, right? I can keep going. We agree on that. That's what you will get tonight. Okay. We're doing good. Let's be real. We're going to cut the fluff, cut the fat, make it super lean, and cut to the chase. Beautiful. This is how we do this. This is how I'm doing it. I still ramble on a little bit, but it's been to a minimum so far. Why do we want to? I did that. More money. Do we agree? We agree. Let's go. I have a question for you. Do you want me? Oh, this will be. It's gonna get a little heavy here. Do you want me to tell you what you want to hear, or do you want me to tell you what you need to hear? I've been through the gutter. There's a lot of new people that are going to see this, especially on the platforms. Do you want me to tell you what you need to hear? A little bit of tough love. Against the traditional grain. Probably what you're not expecting. I need to ask you now. Do you want me to say you're going to make it, you'll be okay? Just believe in yourself and push through and, you'll be fine? Do you want me to tell you that? You want to hear that? You're amazing. You're amazing. Keep working hard. Keep putting in the time, and you're eventually going to make it. Do you want to hear that? Of course you want to hear that. Or do you want me to tell you what you need to hear? The reality. Tell me. I want to see. What if it's a horrible thing I tell you? What if making money, working in your pajamas from home, what if the odds of that are so astronomical that you may as well just give up now and go get a job? What if I say that? Do you want me? Here's my question. I'm going to say it word for word. Do you want me to tell you what you want to hear? Or do you want me to tell you what you need to hear? And I've been through the gutter. You're going to see it on my blog. I'll guide you there if you don't know my story. I know a lot more than you think I know. I've had way more failures. I know what it takes to get to a 7-figure per year income. Multiple 7-figure per year income working in your pajamas from home. That's a fact. That's a fact. So, okay. You guys ready? You guys ready for the harsh reality of this game? Do you feel entitled to working in your pajamas from home, making a couple of million? Do you feel like, oh, I can do that. I deserve that. Do you feel like you deserve that? When everybody's out there working their butts off at a job that they hate? Do you think you're entitled to that? Here's the reality, guys. Tonight is supposed to be a DMO webinar, right? Daily method of operation. I'm getting to the harsh reality here. It's going to be a little ugly for some, and it'll be relieving for some. It'll gel with some of you, and some of you, you'll be like, oh, well, this is not what I signed up for. So I'm going to lay it out to you, like in 2 seconds. It's supposed to be a DMO. Okay? It's supposed to be my daily method of operation. But now that I have you here, a lot of friggin' people watching, by the way, on all the platforms. Hey, everyone, I just looked at the numbers and I'm starting to sweat a little bit. To my webinar people, I got to focus on the 100. There's 98 now, by the way. 2 people must have got disconnected. So pop in. They're full. People are waiting on standby. I can only hold 100 in here. Let's go. I'm going to... Okay. Let me see here. Where do I want to attack? Where do I want to attack? It's not going to be what you're expecting today. Probably not what you're expecting. You're probably expecting a daily method of operation like contact 10 people, follow up with them. If you're in business, you got to talk to people. You're probably expecting that too. You got to get on the phone and have conversations. It's not what you're going to be expecting. I'm going to ask you this. How would you like? Oh, here's another great question. It's going to lead into where we're going this evening. We're doing okay on time considering. I had to set it up, guys. I gotta tell you what's happening now. Who would like, here's my question, who would like to learn how to effectively prospect? Who would like to learn how to prospect properly? Who would know how to be a master prospector, where you could go up to someone, strike up a conversation with a stranger, and close a sale and know exactly what to say, how to say it? Who would like to know how to properly prospect? Put it in the chat. Who would like to know how to do that after tonight? Interesting. Interesting. You don't want to know how to do that. It sucks. Did you expect that? Prospecting sucks. I don't know anyone who enjoys prospecting, even the ones who are good at it. Prospecting, I can tell you, I've done it for many, many, many years. I've done it because I had to do it. I got good at it. I didn't mind doing it because it pays a lot of money, but prospecting sucks. Did you expect that? You're not going to learn anything about prospecting tonight. Nothing. Prospecting is when you go out and talk to people. Prospecting is when you reach out and talk to people. It's a good quick fix. I'm going to stay focused here. You know what we're going to talk about today? Getting people to come to you. If you think that's impossible, did you expect that answer from me? I have to look at my notes because I don't want to jump around too much here. Yeah, powerful and controversial question. If you want to learn how to prospect, there are plenty of people out there that teach it, okay? It's okay. You just Google how to prospect. There's no shortage. I teach how to prospect too. There is a time and place for prospecting. If you need to go get it done, okay? You got to go get it done today. You got to prospect. You got to say, no, I call it cold call. I call it cold approaches. I've done my share of them. They can pay off right away, but so can what I'm going to teach you tonight. You'll see what I mean. You don't have to wait that long anymore. I figured some stuff out. I'm looking at the time and I'm looking at my notes. Okay? So, we're not going to talk about prospecting tonight. Just in case that's what you were hoping for. Okay, so now what we're going to talk about is the Octo-Content Model. It's my model. Now I know the light is on there, but that's okay. I just want to tell you, I want you to, you're going to have to draw this out in a bit, but it's, do you know what it is? Does anyone know what I tried to draw here? Anyone know what I tried to draw here? That's supposed to be an octopus. Okay, that's the head of an octopus. There's a reasoning behind this. I'm speaking figuratively, obviously. This is a metaphor, but it's so accurate for what we're about to do. We're going to compare prospecting by contacting people through versus branding using the Octo-Content model. This is new. You may have heard me in roundabout types of ways how to syndicate content, but this is whole other level stuff. And you'll be able to implement this as soon as the night's over. I'm looking at the time and I'm looking at my notes. Super important for me to stay on track. So that's the head of an octopus. The visual representation is actually pretty important. The metaphor. If you can picture an octopus going out to get audience members for you. We're going to get into that more in a second. I just want to visually for you to see what this is. It's an octopus, and those are this. What are those? Those are the octopus arms. They're not legs, by the way. I used to refer to my octopus theory or my octopus model as legs. They're not legs. They're actually arms. Biologically speaking, on an octopus. These are, I looked it up. These are arms, and these are not tentacles. Those are suctions. They're called suckers. There's a reason for this. There's a reason why that arm has one sucker, that arm has two suckers, that arm has two, that arm has one. And those are platforms at the bottom. YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, Twitter, iTunes, SoundCloud, and Alexa. Alexa, stop. She's always listening, as you may or may not know. This is the promised land. This is not, no. I'm going to teach you guys. Let's keep going. If I don't look at this, I'm going to go off track. This is just for you to understand what's happening there. Not what's happening, what that is. At this point, I'm just telling you what that is. That's a way to make more money. There it is. That's a way to make more money. We're getting there. So, prospecting, we went this. Okay, so now what we're going to do is I'm going to teach I'm not going to teach prospecting. As I said, I got to stick to my notes. It may be a repetition a bit. It's because I tend to go on a little. Those of you who know me, who knows me? Those of you who don't know me, I tend to lose my way. I tend to stay off the path of what I'm trying to teach, which is why tonight this is important. So I may repeat myself, but at least I'm staying on track. And we're a little over time, but it's okay. We'll make up for it real quick right now. So I'm not going to teach you prospecting by reaching out to people. I'm going to teach you branding to have people, this is literal, to literally have people flock to you. And every single week, there will be more, and there will be more, and there will be more people flocking to you on the regular. That's a promise, okay? That's what you're learning tonight. So, why branding over prospecting? I gotta say this, I gotta go over this, I gotta compare it, I gotta paint the picture. Because what we're gonna do is, we're gonna go through the why, we're gonna go through the what, and we're gonna go through the how. So what does that mean? Why use personal branding? Why use branding to attract flocks of people, prospects to you, instead of prospecting? Why? Then what do we use for it? It's the Octo-Content Model. Then how do we use the Octo-Content Model? Fair enough. Does that sound like a cool agenda? I know we got a lot of people watching. I got to stop looking at those Twitter numbers and it's all the platforms, because I see the total of everyone. So I'm gonna focus on the 100. Because it does get me, I do get a little bit like a little pressure on me. Does that sound like a good agenda? And we're going to power through. We just had a lot of house cleaning in the beginning, okay, guys? Like I had to state why we're live on all platforms and to stick around till the end because you'll see. And it's going to be I'll be wrapping it up in 30, 40 minutes. That's a promise. Well, it's not a promise. I'm going to do my best. So now let's go. Now, why branding over prospecting? I got a question for you, okay, guys? And this is really, really important for you to put yourself in the customer or the prospect's eyes, or wear the prospect's hat. The person who's buying or making the buying decision, you're going to be that person in this example. Who would you, hold on. Now, who would you buy from? Who would you do business with? Would you do business with, let me just get this right. Okay, here's the, let me make sure I'm doing this in order because I cannot miss anything here, guys. I cannot miss anything. Okay, we got that. Who would you buy from or do business with? Should we go through this right now? Would you do business with someone who's, this is prospector versus someone branding themselves. So would you be more likely to buy from someone or do business with someone that contacts you without you asking them to contact you? Or somebody who's you always see in your timeline providing value, providing value, providing value, providing value, then giving you an opportunity to contact them every 7 times. We're not going to go through those numbers at this moment in time. But who would you be more likely to do business with? Someone who's, first of all, when you prospect, the timing of contacting someone could be completely wrong. So I'm going to use some examples. If you're a real estate agent, or if you're a real estate agent and you make 5 videos and put them out there in front of people, the right people. We'll leave it at that right now. We're not going to go into target audience, but we will say locally, people in your local area. You're a realtor, you start calling people and prospecting. Believe me, I've done that for my businesses. Just start calling people and prospecting. Or if you put out videos, I'm going to give you 3 examples of value videos that a realtor could just put out there, and then he's going to have a call to action video. I don't know if this is making sense right now, but let me paint the picture. You get a call from a realtor. He goes, "Are you looking to are you looking to sell your house?" How does he know if the timing is right? How does he know if it's like the timing could be completely wrong? Odds are the timing is wrong. You are going to decide this if you want to sell your house. So are you more likely to, if you decide when, you're going to decide when by the person that's putting out videos. I don't know if I'm saying that right. I put it down wrong. Let's look at it this way. The realtor does this, either calls someone and prospects, or puts out, he puts out a video. One video could be, these are the 5 issues impacting real estate right now, and put out a value video that talks about the 5 issues that are impacting real estate right now with no call to action. If you see that going down your timeline and it's properly targeted, even if you're not the person that is going to be the exact target market, we're going to talk about connectors here in a second. That's one video you see. Okay, you may click it, you may not. We capture all that stuff. We'll get into online marketing a little more in a second here. The second video could be like, why generational change is affecting your property value. That could be another value video. The reason I chose these is because I Googled what are the most common asked questions or the most valuable pieces of information right now that a realtor would use. The frequently asked questions. Okay, we Google that stuff. I'm going to show you how to do that. This is very important. Third one would be like how technology is disrupting the housing market. So these videos are all going out, and you'll see the persons would see them in their timelines, wherever you advertise, wherever you put yourself in front of, you'll put yourself in front of the right people. This would be a local example, okay? So then they would have a call to action video that would say, contact me if you're in the market for buying or selling. You're in the market for a house. I'm not a realtor, so my terminology may be off. It's an example. Who would you be more likely to working with if you ever wanted to sell your house? Or if you ever wanted to hook up with a realtor? Not hook up, you know what I mean. Would you deal with the prospector who called you when the timing was wrong? Or would you like to contact someone when the timing is right? Look at it from both sides. What's better for you if you're a realtor? Contacting people all the time, or having people contact you when they're ready? That's one thing. Number 2, a prospector, the person did not ask to be contacted. They didn't ask to be contacted. But from the branding standpoint with the videos, they're the ones reaching out. That's a whole huge difference there. I'm just trying to paint the picture in both sides, prospecting versus branding. Prospecting side, you don't know them. You don't know the person who's calling you, generally speaking. You don't know who they are, especially a realtor who's like, who's going to just like smash it, like really succeed. He's going to call a lot of people, and the person doesn't know the realtor. But in the videos, they feel like they know you. You know how many times I talk to people for the first time and they say, I feel like I know you, Mark? They feel like they know you. You would feel like you know the people that... Do you ever watch videos, guys, over and over again of the same people? They keep showing up in your timeline and you feel like you know them. So that's another huge difference. Huge difference. And here's a big one that is never talked about because I just kind of... I don't know. I noticed it. Is that the the fortunes in the follow-up, we probably know that if we're in sales. The follow-up to a prospector is uninvited most of the time. And even if it is invited, even if you say, yeah, you can contact me, yeah, it's still like, oh, here he is again. It's that realtor again, interrupting me. Okay? The follow-up is generally not invited. I understand the grinders, the salespeople. I was there too. I did my follow-up all the time, even when it was uninvited. And I did get the sale a lot of the time, but it's uninvited. When it comes to branding and having those videos always go out, check this out. The follow-up is automatic. What do I mean by that? In short, when you're putting out a video every single week, putting out value, that is a nudge to the person. It's a nudge. It's like, I'm here. I'm still here. Here's more value for you. Oh, here's another tip for you. Oh, here's another something that may solve a problem that you're having. Here's some more information on real estate. Whatever. I mean, I give you 3. I'll give you 3 about a moving company. Because I just blew up. I'm working with a moving company that was struggling. I don't know if I should use the name. More advertising for them? They're blowing up. They were struggling with newspaper ads. They were doing the prospecting. They had someone doing telemarketing calls. They were struggling. They were doing okay because if you're a mover out there, if you have a moving company for moving from house to house, that's a business where people move all the time. There's always people moving. If you're not succeeding in business and you have got a moving company, you're not branding yourself. Nobody's doing this. You know who's doing this in the moving industry? You know which movers are doing this right now? Nobody. Nobody's doing it. I can't believe it. This guy's doing it in the local Ottawa area where what I'm teaching you tonight. What I basically told you what to do. He's got one video. Do I need my own moving insurance when moving? And this applies to everyone. Okay, I just saw a message. An important one. For a client. A big client like that. I work with Remax now. We're going to talk about that in a sec. And I know nothing about real estate. Here we go. I got off track there a little bit. I saw by a big decision maker for some big consulting rates. Let's keep going. The moving company. Do I need my own moving insurance when moving? Just advertising locally. That can go out to pretty well anybody, but we target it to people who rent. There's certain ways to target it, but mostly locally. Locally is good enough because we're going to talk about connectors in a bit. I'm looking at the time. His next video was, what should I pack myself when moving and why? Next one is how to verify that a moving company is legit. So those are just 3 of his videos. Then the CTA to that, because it's local, is contact us to have a chat. His business is absolutely crazy. And the best part is when he answers the phone, they're like, are you the guy in the video? He's like, yeah. They're like, well, let's book this. I'm ready. I don't care. They don't even ask how much. They're like, we want to sign your contract. We want to book the move. And this is throughout the month. At the end of the month, we got to pause his ads. And these are pennies for pennies because he's branding himself. So, what's better, prospecting or branding? What would you rather do? What makes more sense? Who would you be more likely to have move your stuff, for example? Let's talk about weight loss. Weight loss. Video number 1. Why eating too few calories is making you fat. Video number 2. Here are the 5 low-fat foods that are making you fat. 5 low-fat foods. That's compelling. I looked these up. Except yeah, I do. That's what I do. Just Google, what do people want solved in that niche, and provide that. Look up the answer and do it in your own way. Number 3, how to lose 1 pound per day for 7 days in a row. Okay? Then when you have a call to action that says, come to my webinar, I'm going to talk about calls to action because, let's do one more. Happy drink. I sell a happy drink. Pitch alert. It's not a pitch alert, but this is because it's a little out left field. We're not, in all the examples I gave you, these are value videos in that niche. The people that may want to buy what you have, they do want to buy what you have to offer, but you're not selling it throughout those videos. Makes sense, right? There's no pitches there. There's no call to action. There's no contact me. That's in its own video after you've put out a certain amount of freebies. Are you with me? You're with me? Super important. The reason I'm saying the happy drink for me, it's a hormone drink to release your happy hormones. Because I'm working on this for my team, the whole campaign. So they're going to be all set up. But as I'm doing this, this is what I do. I'm solving problems of people with anxiety, depression. Check out the topics for this one that don't even talk about a happy drink. They don't talk about it. And in your videos, you need to help people. You don't need to say, for more information, none of that. It's important you don't do that. Because once they watch your video, they're going to watch you again because if they see a certain portion of your video, you can retarget to them. I don't want to go too advanced here. We're focusing on this right now. We're trying to. Right now, I'm just trying to defend why branding kicks prospecting's ass more and more and more as time goes on. You couldn't do this stuff 5 years ago. Maybe you could. No. Even if you could, nobody was teaching this. This is nothing short of revolutionary for businesses right here. Let's talk about the happy drink. Video number 1. How can I feel less stressed? Video number 2. Here are 7 ways to cope with anxiety. Video number 3. 6 long-term strategies for coping with unhappiness. Heck, I want to watch those videos. I think a lot of people in general do. So, I don't know if I should talk about the 7 to 1. I'll say really quick. 2 of the examples I gave you are local. So, what do you have? Ask yourself this, everybody watching. This is valuable, by the way, guys. This is everything so far. I hope you're with me. I'm just telling you why it's more important why brand will trump prospecting any day of the week. Long term too. So, real estate, that's a local thing. Unless Remax, I'm working with big companies now. Understandably so. Yeah. I don't know if so far your mind is shifting. I hope it is. I really hope it is. Into branding yourself here. Real estate would be local, generally speaking. Moving company, local, generally speaking. Weight loss, global. If you're selling a product online and it's through auto ship or whatever, global. Happy drink, global. Why am I saying that? Because the calls to action will be different, but there's still calls to action. What you need to do is put out 7 value videos. That's enough to brand the crap out of you. Then on the 8th time, you ask them to contact you. Fair enough? Good? Are you with me to why? Who agrees with me? Hey, I don't mind if you don't agree. I'm not going to defend myself on today's webinar, but I am interested on what you would rather do. Would you rather grind to those phones and approach people? Prospecting works. I prospect certain people because if there's big executives, I got to get it done that I got to contact. Or if I need to, yeah, for me, that's what it is. If I'm pinpointed on someone specifically, well then, well no, I got ways to do that too. I find out where they live and I target the ads to just go in like a 3-block radius and I inundate them with my ads. So when they show up at home, they go, oh, let's go surf the web a little bit. I'm in their timeline the whole time. That's ninja. You don't want to, I don't know if we want to get into that. That's a little bit creeper-like, but hey, I want you to see me. I'm going to brand myself in front of you. So I use branding all the time. Heck, if there's a girl that you like, and you know her postal code, put out some videos about how you love women and you're single and you're just looking for true love and just target it in her area. Bad mark, I'm turning red. But you understand the power of personal branding. The power of personal branding. You want a job? You know where the executive, his area he lives in? Create videos and just market to that local area. I hope you're saying, oh my God. Oh, what the? Whoa. I hope you're saying, whoa. We're not doing that. We're not talking about that today. We're talking about making more sales and more money, okay? Whew. Mark Lalonde, you gotta chill out. So we got that. I gotta talk about connectors, guys. Talking about connectors is extremely, extremely important. I know we're almost like almost at the hour, but it's okay. We're cruising in. I said an hour 15. Are you guys okay with an hour 20 to an hour and a half? A max? Are you guys okay with that? Because right now, some of you are going to get the replay if you stay till the end. And I've already said a lot of stuff. There's a lot of meat there. The stuff I just taught you so far, this is just the why. I got to keep going. Connectors. Do you know what connectors are, guys? I don't know if you know what connectors are because I just call them that. Take some water. Connectors are people that refer you to their friends and family or whoever. They talk about you. Seth Godin, the marketing genius, refers to them as sneezers. So 90% of your business, believe it or not, if you're using branding or it's word of mouth. It's crazy. Many of you, I want you to know that because I didn't believe that in the beginning. I'm like, well, no, they know me directly. But no, it's people who recommend me or people who will recommend your services. A lot of people don't require your services now, but let me ask you this. Again, you're the person who's seeing you're at a dinner party, okay? Let's picture you. You're at a dinner party with friends and family, employee party, whatever. And someone mentions, I'm looking for a realtor. You know, I'm struggling with finding a realtor. Who would you be more likely to recommend them to? Would you be more likely to recommend them to the realtor who keeps prospecting you and calling you all the time? Or more likely to recommend the guy you see on the web? Would you say, yeah, I got this guy who keeps calling me, here's his card, or he mails me his card all the time in the mail. I'll make sure I send you his card. Or would you say, there's this guy on the web I keep seeing. He's always giving value all the time. He's pretty funny, actually. I mean, he was talking about, the 5 issues impacting real estate right now. He had an awesome video. I'll send you his link, or his name is this if you got a strong brand. What are you more likely to recommend? Think about that very hard. Brand always, always, always wins. Okay, guys? I think I'm going to go into the Octopus now in a sec. Right now. But first I want to say a little joke. Can I say a joke? The reason I want to say a joke is I want to illustrate the power of connectors. People recommend people all the time, but they rarely recommend people who prospected them. They don't. When you recommend someone, it's probably because you tune into their show, or you see them always in your timeline, or you go to their webinar, or more importantly, they solved a problem for you, or they solved a problem in the niche. Yeah, I saw this guy talk about how to lose 1 pound a week, and like he says to contact him or to go to his webinar. And it made a lot of sense what he said in that video. Check him out. You guys with me? Let me say a joke, and then we're going to jump right into, it's a joke. It's a joke about connectors. And I love it because it illustrates the power of who do you know? Who is, how your sales don't not only come always from the person you're putting yourself in front of. Sometimes they come from the person, not only the person they tell them about, but sometimes they come from the person not they told them about, but the person told them about. 3-4 degrees of separation. So here's my story, my little joke. This father takes, I'm going to go in joke telling mode. It's super short and it will illustrate it beautifully. This father goes to the park with his son. His son's name is Johnny, let's say. So he goes to the park. Johnny's about 8 years old. So Johnny's playing on the jungle gym with a couple of friends that they meet up with every night after work. And Johnny's playing with the kids. And Johnny finds in the grass a bottle of aspirin, a box of Viagra, full box of Viagra, and a receipt from the drugstore. So someone obviously had dropped stuff out of their bag, their grocery bag or their purse maybe, but the receipt was there. So he goes to his father. Well, first he goes to his dad. He goes, "Dad, look, I found the Viagra." Focused on the Viagra, of course. Daddy, look, I found this full box of Viagra. Even Johnny knew what that was because the ads and stuff. The father goes, "Well, let's ask around. Who dropped it?" Nobody dropped it. A few of the parents were there with their kids too. So it was Johnny's Viagra and it was legit. The receipt was there. A brand new sealed box of Viagra. Those things ain't cheap. So he asks his dad, he goes, little Johnny, being the entrepreneur that he is, he asks, I'm just looking at the time, he asks his dad, he goes, "Dad," he goes, "I'll make you a business deal." He goes, "I'll sell these for you." Because someone else said that's worth a couple of $100. It was the big pack of Viagra. He goes to his dad, he goes, "I'll sell it to you for $100. The dad goes, "Johnny, I think I'm okay. I think I'm okay in that department, son." He goes, "Well, I'll tell you what, why don't you go ask Gramps? Gramps lives across the street from us. Go offer it to Gramps. See what he says. Go try and make a business deal." Johnny's all excited. They get home. He goes across the street. He goes, knock, knock, knock. "Hey, Grandpa," he goes, "look what I found. They're real Viagra." He goes, "I found them at the park. Daddy told me to come and ask you if you would like to buy them off me for $100. Grandpa goes, "Oh, Johnny," he goes, "that looks pretty legit." He goes, "I'll tell you what. Let me try them out tonight. And if they work, if I'm satisfied, I'll give you your $100 in the morning. How about that?" Johnny's like, "Yeah, sounds good to me." He goes, "I'll see you in the morning." Johnny goes back home, sleeps like a baby. He's actually excited. His first entrepreneurial move. Next morning, runs over to Gramps' place. And he goes, just looking at the time, he goes, "Grandpa," he goes, knock, knock, knock. Gramps comes out, answers the door. Huge smile on his face. He goes, "Here you go, Johnny. 100, 200, 300, 400, $500. Johnny goes, "Oh my God, that's amazing. But I thought we agreed on 100. Grandpa looks at his grandson and says, "The rest is from Grandma." See what I'm saying? It's pretty, I love it. Because it demonstrates the original sale was supposed to be to the father, but the father recommended the grandfather, and the real money came from the grandmother. The power of connectors. Okay, let's go. We got to move fast. We're almost at like 50 minutes, almost at the hour. So here we go. We're going into, I told you why I took all that time and it was worth it. I took all that time to convince you that personal branding and just branding, the art of branding, the power of branding is more powerful using the Octo-Content model, which I'll go through right now, is more powerful than prospecting. It is. Would you guys agree? Would you guys agree? I hope so. Now I got to move fast. But I don't know, have I been, it had to be said. All that had to be said. Okay, so now we said the why. Now the what. I got to show you how the Octo model works. In a nutshell, we got to build your audience, guys. We got to build your audience. We gotta. We need to build your personal audience. We need people watching one of your videos. We got to get them in your audience. And then once they're in your audience, let me do this. You guys, I'm going to turn this off for just a sec. And then I'm going to bring you guys right up close. This is important, actually. Oh, are we okay? Do you see my blemishes? Are we okay? We have another light coming from there. So, am I okay? Do I look okay? As if I care. I don't. This is about the value. This is about the content. This is about getting you guys the information you need to make more money. Okay, I think this is good for now. Go like this. This is what I want to focus on just for a sec. This 7-to-1 model. Here. These are 7 videos that you're putting out. This is the one call to action. So 7 value videos, like I said earlier. And this is the one pitch to either contact you or to show up at a webinar where you're going to sell. But you're showing these to people in your custom audience. The bigger that is, the bigger your audience is, the better. That, my friends, is your fame and fortune. That's your fan base. That's your fan base. You need to populate that. Now, how do you get them? They'll come from your blog. You know why? We need to address the blog. The blog is your home. The blog is your webpage. And yes, I will show you in a second how you can get the most amazing blog that is not WordPress for free. For free in a second here. Okay? I just need to show you what's happening. When people land on your blog, when you just land on thewealthytrainer.com, pitch alert. I don't need a pitch alert. I got my Octopus working for me. This, how would it feel if, let me put it this way. When someone lands on your blog, as soon as they land on it, they go into your custom audience. That job is hard to do. Try to get someone to go to your blog. But what if, and keep in mind, for those of you that are not into this kind of stuff, retargeting, there's a piece of code in your blog where people go into your audience and they do not need to fill out an email address or nothing. So, how do we get more people to land on your blog? Because once they land on your blog, they're going to go in the wormhole, they're going to navigate within and all that stuff, but you got them for life now. You can show yourself in front of them forever. Okay? They don't unsubscribe from that stuff. You've targeted them, you can retarget them. It's all code. Would you like to have a blog that does that? Who has? Some of you do have it. But we're going to set you up with that. I'll give you a website how to sign up, and you'll get it done in 2 seconds. Everyone's doing that. But what everyone's not doing is they don't have an Octopus working for them and bringing them boatloads of people automatically every day. They don't have that. Would you like an octopus? I worded this out so perfectly that I must show you exactly what I'm talking about. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go down on the octopus. I'm going to go down on the octopus. That didn't sound so good. If that didn't sound so good, I'm going to go down on the octopus. If that didn't sound so good, the original title for this was because I wanted to call it's the Octopus model, and I put a C in front of it with a dash. So I called it the Octopus model. And without thinking of it, I'm like the C-Octopus model. So as I would say to myself, I'm like, okay, we got the Octopus model. I'm like, no, change that right away. So yeah, talking about going down on the octopus in the Octopus model, inappropriate, right? Yes. The answer is yes. I hope some of you didn't get those. They were funny, but they were inappropriate. So we call it the Octo-Content Model. Here it is. What if you had an octopus working for you, going out and getting food? This is what this octopus is doing. It needs to feed. This is how this originated in my crazy little mind. An octopus has its arms. It goes out and it's got one arm that goes to YouTube and brings people from YouTube. And peek in the blog, in your custom audience. So that's all that arm does. How cool would that be? Look, come on. Now we're getting into the what. We said why. Now we're going into the what. Then I'll teach you guys how. I know we're an hour in. We're going to go an hour and a half. Sorry, guys. Got to be done. Now this is an arm. That's all it's doing. I'm going to tell you how to do that. But how cool would that be if that's what was being done? Then you have another arm getting food on Facebook. At the same time, it's got 8 arms. Then another arm is going to LinkedIn. And I'm talking specifically. Specifically. How's it doing that? We're getting there in a sec. Then another arm is going specifically to Instagram. Then another arm is going specifically to iTunes. Then another arm is going specifically to SoundCloud. Then another one is going specifically to Alexa. I love you.
That's really sweet.
That's really sweet. She's so politically correct. She never says I love you too. Maybe I'll program that in now that I'm working on an Alexa skills. Okay, Alexa, stop. So now, if you had an octopus that was doing this for you all day long, okay? An octopus working for you. How do you do that? You need to give your octopus a bait. Now, the way I'm wording this, please pay attention to the words. I'm going to ask you to write down a sentence, and I don't know what to say. I do know what to say. This is really working. This is working. This is happening right now. So, you need to give your octopus blog, bait, content to go fishing, syndicate with. So, let's bring it a step further. Now we need bait to give your octopus so he or she can go fishing for you. Let's go through that again, because this is a metaphor, but it's a very good visual representation. We need content, that's your bait. We need bait, content, to give your octopus blog so he and she can go fishing, syndicating for you, your custom audience. We need to give content. We need to give content to your blog. Give content to your blog. We need to give content to your blog so he and she can go syndicating with the arms and bring back custom audience members from each. Are you with me on that? Let me just do this because you may want to do a screenshot of that. That's a sentence that I believe is super important. If you visualize it like that, that's the Octo-Content Model. Octo-Content Model. Now, you're going to get the replay, a lot of you. We're going to wrap it up pretty soon. We got another 15, 20 minutes, because now I'm going to show you how to use this thing. So you can, here you go. I'm going to blow your mind right now. If I'm not blowing your mind, if your mind is not absolutely blown right now, can I back up? Yeah, I can back up. And I can put the lighting back on, and I can go like this, because we're going to have to screen share now, okay, guys? We're going to get into the DMO right now. But the DMO is in fact not a DMO. The DMO is WMO. You know why I say WMO? Because I will give you guys a weekly method of operation to make this sucker work for you. And then we're going to fill out some stuff on here. Because the bait you give your octopi, your octopus, well, your octopi, I'm talking about all your octopuses, which would be your octopi, because there's many of them. I know a lot of you are going to do this. I hope to God you guys do this. You have to do this. I'm going to do it with you guys for 3 months, some of you. I'm going to build this whole thing for 3 months with some of you. Like, hand in hand. We're going in, we'll be in this together, believe me. Now, I'm going to tell you in the end how we can work together for the next 3 months, because I'm building mine too. I've started to build mine. Who wants to build theirs with me? First, I want to provide enough value so those of you that have to go, or those of you that don't have the opportunity to get into what I call the Laboom squad. This will be a very tight-knit squad. This will be like a one-on-one. This will be like, I'm going to the top. I don't know if you guys know that. Like, I'm going Grant Cardone, Gary Vital-Lopez. I'm going all the way there. There's room there. I'm going to be there very shortly because of this, directly related to the Octo-Content model. That's the reason I'm going to be there. And I want to take some people with me. I'm taking people with me, arm in arm, no pun intended. So, for those of you that it's going to be hard to get into, well, you're going to know tonight. Some of you are going to get in tonight. In the next 15, 20 minutes, some of you are coming with me. If you want to stick around, and that's only for the people on the live webinar. If you see Stephanie in the chat, I wasn't supposed to drop that, but I dropped it, I guess. Now I got to tell you guys how we're going to fill, I got to tell you guys that cannot get in to the following 3 months to build your octopus and have it working for you. You have to still know how to do it. I want to teach you how to do it right now in 5 minutes, 10 minutes max, so that if you have to go, or if you can't team up with me, or not team up, it's not team up with me, so that you know how to do it if you're super resourceful. There are technicalities, so a lot of this, but let's go. Let me see. Stay on track, stay on track, stay on track. I can't wait to review this. There was a lot of stuff, guys, so far in this event. I don't know if your mind is blown, but it's about to get completely blown right now. Well, it'll just get more and more blown as we go. I'm just trying to find where I am in my notes. Sure. Did you want to tell you? Do you want since we're yeah, we done that. Okay, good, Mark. Let's go. Okay. Oh. Yes, we've done that. So where are we? We're here. Here we are. We're on an octopus. You want an octopus working for you? Of course you do. It's like, go get the food, octopus, and I'll see you. Good job, octopus. You did good today. It's going to cultivate from everyone. It's from every platform. It's feeding your custom audience. Your custom audience automatically spits that out. If you are saying this is vague, if you're saying, but Mark, that's so vague. How do I open the phone? How do I start a podcast? I want to see if there's an answering machine. Hold on, the phone's going. I just don't want it to be girlfriend or something that says something naughty. Hold on. Okay, there we go. You know, sometimes, you know, they hung up. I could open the door. Well, it doesn't matter. Let's get this down. No, I'm going to open the door. Gotta love these live events, right? Okay, here we are. So, where were we? I didn't lose my train of thought. I'm actually overwhelming myself a little bit. Whew. Yeah, the DMO, that's what we're getting into right now. And then what we're going to do is, let's screen share. Yeah, now's the time. Now's the time to, I showed you why branding over prospecting, why branding is the only thing that matters. God, I just screamed, I'm pumped up. Why branding is the only thing that matters. And I showed you what we use, right? We use the Octo-Content Model to blast your content out like crazy. And I'm going to show you how we do that. What if I told you? It seems like a lot of work, right? Like what? Let's take a breath. Shh. It works. There we go. I'm pumped up. I'm excited. But wouldn't that be the dream if you could do one task? Hey guys, can you see me? That was screwed up. My light blew. My whole Diva light just blew. Am I back on? My whole Diva light blew. I don't know, we didn't lose power, but my Diva light blew and there was an interruption there. What did I miss? Where did I leave off? I hope it was when it blew. Whew. Live events, I tell you. So now you're going to have to see me without a Diva light. It's done. This thing is fried. I smell it. I better keep going because the guts is about to come on how to use this thing. The actual DMO. Are we good? Am I back? Did you lose me for a bit? Because when I watch there, I'm on the platforms. Okay. Let's do this back. I'm trying to play with the light, but I smell fire. Holy jeez. Whew. That was a little stressful. Okay, are we back in check here? We're good? We're good? Okay. So basically what I wanted to say is we need to know how to use this thing. We need to know how to send the Octopus out to fill up our custom audience using the power of personal branding, just like everything we talked about thus far. Now, what if I told you that this is going to only require you to film or create one value video per week, and you'll be able to give your Octopus the correct bait for every platform, because the bait your Octopus is going to use for YouTube is different than the bait it's going to use for Facebook or LinkedIn or Instagram or Twitter or iTunes or SoundCloud or Alexa. Alexa, stop. This is crucial. And do you want to be on all these platforms, cultivating from all these platforms? Do you want to be? The answer is a yes. Let me ask you this right now. I don't even think I asked this today. How would you like to be? It's a question, and I really want you to answer this, please, on all platforms. This is important. How would you like to be one of the 100 people to watch in the influencing world in 2020, in 2020? How would you like to be one of the people to watch? How would you like to be interviewed by 8-figure earners? How would you like to be in publications and magazines? How would you like to be on television? How would you like to be interviewed by Social Examiner? How would you like to be interviewed by companies, big companies, news channels? Do you think I'm joking? You think I'm joking? How would you like to be introduced as one of the 100 people to watch in the influencer world? How would you like that? Well, how would you like to be? Would you like to be one of those people? One of the 100 people to watch in 2020? Would you like to be one of those people? Yes, you would. Of course you would. This is going to do it for you. You're spanning across all platforms. What if I told you that's going to only require you in your DMO to create one 15 to 20 minute video? That's it. That's it. That's the only work, that's the only performance you'll need to do all week. Then your Octopus will take care of the rest. It'll go blick, 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 boom, boom, once a week. What if that's all you had to do? And because your Octopus is doing the work for you, you're building your audience every day from all these platforms and bringing them in here where your 7-to-1 is going out. How valuable is that? I'll tell you, it's worth millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars. Now, are you ready to know how to give your Octopus from one 15 to 20 minute video? Most people, you know what they do? Number one, they make a video, they put it on Facebook, and that's it, that's all. Bye-bye now. That's number one. Number two, they sure as heck ain't capturing it in their capturing people in their custom audience. They're literally wasting their time. I'm sorry. They are. Maybe a couple of people will see them over time. Come on now. We're not playing small over here. We want to be one of the 100 people to watch. Who's with me? Who's with me? Being an influencer, there's an opportunity because we have an Octopus now working for us. Okay? Now, this is going to get pretty... Your mind is about to get blown apart here. Like, for real. I'm going to show you guys how we do this. How we provide the Octopus with the correct bait for each platform, and the Octopus does its thing. So I call this a WMO, not a DMO. I gotta share my screen for this. The things you need to do. The DMO is daily method of operation. You're gonna have a weekly method of operation because you don't need to work every day. And I don't know your schedule. You're gonna need to do the things I ask you to do. Right now, it's like 5-6 steps. You're gonna need to do the things I ask you to do right now, once a week. Okay? Are you ready to see my screen? And then when we come back, I'm going to populate the bait, because we're going to create the bait right now. Populate the bait. And then I'm going to show you where to get your free blog that captures everything. How does that sound? You guys with me? Is anyone's mind like getting, is there a paradigm shift taking place? Like, are you looking at things a little bit differently now? I hope so. This is crazy. Nobody is doing this. You know, some people have content models, but they're working their asses off to syndicate it. You gotta have just a podcast on its own, or an Alexa skill, a flash briefing. Alexa, stop. Or I could ask her to play mine. You want to hear me on the flash briefing, or you want to hear yourself on the flash briefing? We'll get into that right now, like immediately. You share my screen, and I think that's all we got. Then I'll come back, share the blog, and then we're good. We could wrap it up, and we could really put a bow on this. And then I'm going to ask who wants to work with me. Because I have to ask that because I'm taking a handful of you people and I'm bringing you with me. We're doing this together. Do you want to work with me? Would you like to, is there anyone out there who would like to do this with me as I build out my octopus? Because once the octopus is built, once you get your own octopus and it's doing its thing, then all you got to do is make your content and give it to your octopus. Make your content, give it to your octopus. Make your content, give it to your octopus. This is all set up. That's going to do its own thing. So you make a 15 to 20 minute piece of content. You say, here, octopus, go do your thing. It's feeding time. And it'll decide where the bait goes. Would you guys like that, octopus? Let's go. I'm sharing my screen. Please let me know when you see my screen. Then I'm coming back out and I'm going to populate the bait. And you're going to see what's up. We'll just keep on going. I know we went over a little bit, but now it's going to wrap up pretty quick. And then after that, I'm just going to choose some of you to work with me. And the people to work with me, it's going to be a real heck of a ride. I mean, we'll be working on a daily basis for the next 3 months together. Who would like that? Who would like to do that? Who would like to meet with me once a week? And we do work together to build our octopus. This is the be-all, end-all. This is everything. This is everything. Whatever your content is will depend on your niche. How much money you make will depend on how often you feed your octopus. Heck, if you want to feed it twice a week, then you're rocking. I plan on feeding mine every day, but we're going to start with once a week. So, who's ready for the WMO? Please let me know when you see my screen. Should be good like this. Okay, guys, can you guys see this? Okay, it says WMO 4. Yes, I can see it on the platforms. Can you see it on the webinar, please? It appears you can. Whew, I still can't believe I blew out that diva light. You know what it is, I think? It's my mind, eh? It's always thinking, what happened? Maybe it's all those plugs into one power bar. I think I'm going to have to get one of these power bars that are insured, you know, like those power bars that you... Okay, I got a lot of stuff happening right now. My computer is working its butt off. And yeah, okay, well, here we are. You can see my screen. We can get through this. I need you guys right now to take a pen and paper, or you can type this out. But this is your WMO, your DMO, but we're going to call it weekly method of operation. Now, I'm not going to ask for too much engagement here, but feel free to say OMG as this goes through, as I explain this, because I'm about to reveal some stuff that's just, if I can blow my own mind, it's got to blow some of your minds. Let's go. So, what did I promise you guys right now? I said, all you're going to have to do for your weekly method of operation is create a 5 to 20 minute value video that you can find. We'll get into how to find that kind of stuff specifically for people that I'm working with for 3 full months. Now, let's get started. I'm going to use initials because we're going to use, you know, like in French it's called une légende. What would it be called in English? A legend? Yeah, a legend. Like abbreviations would be FV would be the first one. So you may want to start writing these down right now. We've got FV. This is the types of bait. These are the types of bait that we're going to give our octopi, our octopus. So we got FV, we got VC, we got I, we got FA, and we got AC. Equals, 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 equals. equals. I'm kind of a little bit walking on eggshells because I don't want to blow anything up here. So much going on. The platforms are popping. I love your comments, guys. I love you guys on the webinar too, your comments. I'm just excited that to see who's taking action on this in the next 3 months. And I will know that because it'll be obvious. You'll be in the 100 people to watch. I'm not even kidding about that. Mark my words. Okay, so these are the different types of bait. The different types of bait we give our octopus. FV is full video. That is what we do. That's the value video. So if I go into my examples here, right here, we got one that would be, what are 7 ways to cope with anxiety? Okay, so let's say that's your video. You find it on Google. You find it in research. That's one of the most common things that people want to solve. It's an example because I'm using it for, like, let's say my happy drink. Our team is going to use this video actually. I haven't done it yet, but that would be my weekly task, to make one video to give to my octopus. Now, from this one video, do you realize we'll be able to break it up in certain ways to feed every leg, to give bait to every leg of that octopus? That is freaking mind-blowing. So here we go. Let's go into the specifics. But first, let's define all of these things. VC is video clip. I is image. Are you guys taking notes? Are you guys writing this down? This is crucial, guys. This is it. This is where the rubber meets the road, okay, guys? FA is full audio. This is world class stuff. Nobody is doing this. The only people that are doing this, guys, is people like Gary Vaynerchuk, Gary V, and he has a team of, I don't know, I think it's 26 people working for him to do this, to do what we're doing on our own here. But our model is better because we're doing certain things that I'm about to demonstrate with the octopus in a second here. We've made our content model better, believe it or not. And Gary V does make about $100 million a year teaching companies how to do this and doing this for companies. Just a little heads up. This is going to be the most valuable skill for any company. I mean, I've got big real estate corporations that are looking to hire me. Well, they are. One did hire me. And you don't want to know how much we charge for this. But first and foremost, let's use it on you. Fair enough? Let's go. AC is audio clip, okay? So here we go. We're going to start here. Your job is to make the full video. And the requirements are pretty simple. 15 to 20 minutes. And it has to be within this range of minutes. The reason why, well, it'll become clear as we move along here. Okay, so let's just go 15 to 20 minutes. So how the heck are we going to get all of this from this? Well, we are. The video clip is going to be a 2-minute nugget from the full video. Now, don't worry which platforms these are going into. We haven't talked about that yet. Right now, we need to create this, and then I can't go into all the technicalities right now. For those of you that are going to be working with me for the next 3 months, believe me, we're going to spend a whole week on this, we're going to spend, I'm going to tell you, for those of you that want to come with me for 3 months, I'll go into the agenda, the details on what we're going to do. But for those of you that are just saying, well, that's kind of vague. How do I cut a video clip? You got to be resourceful, yo. You got to figure that out. I'm giving you the gold. I'm giving you the diamond. Now you have to cut the diamond. You have to figure this out. But the gold is here. Everything is here. This webinar is, I am literally blowing my own mind. So if you're not getting it, you're gonna need to watch the replay. Go onto social media right after this and go look at one of the lives. If you're on social media, when I'm done the live, it's coming off in 12 hours. Rewatch it and take these notes. Video clip that is up to 2 minutes. These are very specific times. You'll understand why. The image is. What you want with the image is you're going to take a screenshot from this video, yes, of yourself. So if the video is you walking down the street, take a screenshot from that video of you walking down the street. Try to take an image from that video, because this process, you'll get so used to it. So like if you're making your video at the pool, take it of that video. And what you want, if you're doing it in your home office, take it of that video. Then this will become automatic after a while. You'll do your video, then you'll be like, okay, let's go grab a nugget that I said. What I usually do is I rewatch the video and I grab a nugget. And for the image, now this is a game-changing move here, I'm going to tell you guys. You're taking an image of yourself, and what you want to do is you want to have your own meme or your own quote. You don't want to use the famous quotes. They've been overused with a nice background of like the beach and all that stuff. The people are immune to that. And it's not doing you any favors. It's not branding you. So you got to trust me on this stuff. Okay, guys? Trust me on this. The best of the best are doing this. The Ty Lopez's, the Grant Cardones, the Gary V's, there's the reason why they're doing that. So I'm going to write this down. I'll say with your own quote or meme. So basically this could be a sentence. It could be a sentence that you just say in the webinar, in the content. I've had people do memes of me from what I say. I'll give you some examples. I have one that, as I'm talking, Gary Vee does this too. They all just grab from that. Like, you're going to die is one that he uses. What does that even mean? Well, it's pretty obvious. Take action now because you're going to die. Life is short. But it's so compelling. It's so impactful. Like, in one of my webinars, I guess a couple of years ago, I said this. As I was talking, I said, once you get momentum, don't you dare take your foot off the gas. And then the next day, someone, his name was, you guys probably know who he is, Clive Jeffrey. Clive Jeffrey is an online marketer, and he's a good one. And he was on my webinar, and he wrote that down, and then he made an image quote of like, a guy, a gas pedal, like a picture of a gas pedal, a guy stepping on the gas pedal, and then he put that quote, and then he put by Mark M. Lalonde, like by Mark Lalonde. I saw it circulating, and I'm like, holy crap, that's not my quote. And then I'm like, well, so I contacted him, and he said, yeah, you said it in your webinar. And it started circulating and getting shared, and my follows started going up. Oh, you wrote that quote? I'm like, well, I didn't write. I just said it, and someone transcribed or put it in an image, and it went a little bit viral. And someone else, Samantha Wall, another marketer at another time, she did the same thing with one of my things I said. What was that one? That one was, it takes practice to be you. I was explaining in the webinar that when you start doing videos, it's hard to be yourself. Like, you're robotic. It's hard. It's not easy to do this stuff. Let's be real here. For most people. And it does take practice to actually be yourself. So She did that too. It takes practice to be you. Quotes, and it said Mark Lalonde. I'm like, there's another one of mine. So then I started doing my own, like another one by re-watching my video clips. One of them that I did was, you're not going to catch any fish if you don't put your line in the water. And I just took that from, like I said, from my video clip. So I want you guys to do that. One image per week. So in the week, you do your full video, you re-watch it, you cut out a 2-minute clip, cut from full video. Is this clear? This is clear, right? What you need to do here? Okay. So you produce, you're not creating content for every platform. You kind of are, but you'll see what I mean when we go back to the Octopus here. So right now, this is clear. With your own quote or meme, once again, screenshot from full video or cut from full video. Okay, so far so good. You guys with me? I'm looking at the chat. Cut from full video, cut or screenshot. Again, the technicalities, I can't get into them right now, but we will revisit them as I come out to talk to you guys. So now we've got the FV. I'm going to underline these and bold them. Not italicize them. Underline them bold. Because these are the initials we're going to be using in the Octopus. Where to put these things, okay? Okay, so are we good here? Another one that someone did was Don Lachasse, the Lion Man himself, did a meme of me, and he used my picture. That was cool. He screenshot. He did what I'm teaching you. This is without me asking these people. He just did. He's the one who took the one that went pretty freaking viral, actually. It was a picture of me giving like a weird look. He just took it off one of my webinars, and it said, haters gonna hate, or he goes, haters gonna hate, but they're the ones who take the most notes. So he took that once again from one of my things. You guys understand how the image works, right? So right now what you've done is you've just worked on this, and from this you've taken a 2-minute nugget. So it could be something like, I don't know, if you don't produce content now, you just grab like a good example would be how if I'm talking about, well, there you go. It takes practice to be you. I could take a 2-minute clip. It's got to be up to 2 minutes. It could be less, but it can't be more. And I'll explain why in a sec. But it could be like, it takes practice to be you. At first, when you guys are going on camera and you're all nervous and stuff, just plug away. Just talk to yourself. Maybe have a glass of wine. And then once after time, and then what you're going to find is that it's hard at first, but what's hard will become easy. Then what becomes easy will actually become beautiful. So what was actually hard once becomes beautiful. You just got to stay consistent. You guys see what I did, right? Like, that could be a little clip that I would catch out of my video, and I put it, and I make that clip. Now, this video clip, I have to add to this, because in this video clip, you're going to have a call to action within the video. So there will be calls to action as your Octopus posts this, to go back to your blog, to go back to your blog, to go back to your blog, because that's how we capture them in our custom audience. I'll show you that in a sec when I come back out. But in this video, it's important, cut from full video, plus add a CTA within the video here. Because this is going to go on Twitter, this is going to go on LinkedIn, this will go on platforms where you want to bring people back. So if you're giving 2 minutes of a video and then it cuts and it says to catch the whole video, simply click the link in the description. That's what you need to put in here. You guys understand, right? It'll make sense when I go back to the Octopus. So now we did this. We know how to create this. Your full audio, super easy. All you're doing is stripping the FV. You're just stripping the sound from your full video. So what this is an MP3 sound file from full video. You guys got me? That's your FA. What's your audio clip? That is an MP3, just the exact sound file from your video clip. Now, in your video clip, for those of you who are working with me, like you guys understand, I can't teach all this tonight. Look at the time. But you're getting the essence of it. In the video clip, when we're looking at this right now, when I give the value and I say, to catch the whole video, simply go back to my blog. Or no, click the link in the description. And that's when they go back to my blog. In this video clip, I actually say it as well. So it doesn't just show it, it says it as well. So when I do the audio clip of this, and people hear it, they hear it as well. But instead of saying click the link in the description, we say, actually we don't say click the link in the description here. Well, you need your call to action in the video clip. That's why when we do it for this purpose, we actually say, go to thewealthytrainer.com to catch the remainder of this video clip. These are things we're adjusting in the process. But like I said, some of you are going to be building this Octopus with me. My Octopus is about 30% complete. How do I know it works? Because I tested every leg individually. I haven't done it in total. That's why I can't wait to work with some of you guys to implement it. How do I know it works? I'll repeat it. Because I tested every leg individually. Let's keep going. Do you guys understand how to create all of these things? Does it make sense? Does your DMO or your WMO make sense? Let me ask you, who can do this once a week? Who can do that once a week? FV. Who can do that? I'm looking in the chat. Who thinks they could do this and this? If you can do this, all you need to know how to do is use software to do this. And all the rest is technicalities. If you can do this, you can do all the others. Okay? Are we cool with that? This is what you need to get done. Now, I'm coming back out to you. Unfortunately, I have no Diva light, and it still smells like fire in here, but there's nothing on fire. I'm looking around. I think we're good. I think we're okay. Does that make sense? I got to ask you right now, is your mind my mind is blown with this, because when people say, you should be putting out content on all of these 8 major platforms. You should have a podcast. You should have an Alexa flash briefing. Alexa skill. Alexa, stop. Alexa, stop. She's always listening. You need to have these things. And you also need to have video format. And you also need a video clip that calls back to your video. And you also have to have image quotes. I'm like, are you freaking kidding me? How the heck is that even possible? I need a staff of like a dozen people to do this, especially every week. Imagine every day. Well, guess what? We just solved it with the Octopus. I don't know. I don't know how you guys are feeling. I can't see your faces, but you're about to see mine. I'm coming out. I'm blown away by this. This is unbelievable. How we can get all these formats out. Now you have 5 different types of bait. Are you ready? Let's give it to our Octopus and see what he does with it. I'm coming back out right now. Let's go. Okay. We're on this mic again. Am I good? I've got no light. We're burnt out. We're burnt out. I'm not burnt out. I'm fired up. Okay, so now we have our legend. We can feed our octopus. You ready? So now, are you guys, no, the Instagram, no, you can't rewind to this until it's over, guys, on the lives. No, you can't. And the replays are only going out to some of you. I will let you know who in literally, I'm telling you, 5-10 minutes. I just want to hook you up with a free blog to capture everything. A beautiful free blog. And I want to, well, let's just go. Let's go. Let's buckle in for the ride. Come on over, Octopus. Don't be scared. Oh, look at that hair. I should have ponytailed it. Eh? Look at that hair. That is absolutely insane, Mr. Lalonde. And you call yourself a pro. Come on now. Come on now, Mr. Lalonde. What are you thinking? Let's grab some tea. And now, what did we say earlier? We said the most powerful sentence was, it's so powerful I should know it by heart. You got to give your octopus bait, right? Oh, darn it. Darn it. Well, it was something like this. You need to give your octopus bait to go fishing with. These are fishing holes. That's a great way to look at it, actually. That's a great way to say it. These are fishing holes. I'm going to come up closer. How's that? That's pretty good, eh? That's pretty good. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. There we go. The Octo-Content Model. It's pretty good. Okay, so now we are going to put on the blog itself, we're going to put the full video. So, full video. That's where we want people to come and check out the full video, especially in some of the little clips. So let's start with YouTube, okay? YouTube, on YouTube, we put the full video. Now the reason we put so you want to put FV. That's what we upload to YouTube. It's that easy. It's that easy. There's no automatic upload. And yes, we are doing it ourselves. You don't need a team of 20 people to upload a video to YouTube. If you don't have any of these accounts, we're going to open them up. We're going to create them. We're going to optimize them. We're going to set them up for complete and absolute success and syndication for the people who come with me for the full 3-month mentorship program. It's going to be more than a mentorship program, but I haven't chosen my people yet. I'm going to choose you guys in a second. You guys ready to continue here? So you upload to YouTube, and you're also connecting your blog video, your YouTube video to your blog. So they're connected, but there is a call to action in each one of these pieces of content to entice people to go back. Now on YouTube itself, that fishing leg may not be so much. The only way that fishing leg is going to be extremely successful is if your video rocks and kicks butt. They may navigate through you in YouTube, or they may go to your blog. Depends how strong your call to action is on there. But that's full video. That's the bait you give that leg. In Facebook, there's 2 baits. Can you guys guess what they are? I know them by heart, but I still want to get my chart to make sure, because come on now, Marco. Here we go. We got it. This is my draft of the octopus, by the way. It's not my draft. It's the original sketch from the original sketch. Maybe it'll be worth something someday. Do you guys want me to sign this and draw it at the end? Who would like because if this model, when this concept goes world famous, which I know it will, it's revolutionary, the Octo-Content Model. Who would like to have the original sketch of it? Maybe it'll be worth something. I'll sign it right now. Here we go. That's my signature. Marco Alone, and I'm gonna write a little note to you, like a little inspirational note. I'll put it in an envelope, fold it nicely, and I'll send it to you. And maybe someone wants to frame it. Would you? Who cares? I care. I think it's super cool. We could look back and say, "Huh, I'm willing to let this go today as a draw or as a." Who wants it? Let me know in the chat. All social media platforms. I value this kind of stuff. It's kind of like the first sketch of Mickey Mouse or something. I don't know. I think this model is going to catch on. It'll go viral. It'll change businesses all across the globe. And it's going to make Marco Lalonde super famous. And you guys too. Here we go. Facebook, that was just fun. I'm just having fun, but I'm having fun, but I'm being like serious. So if you want it, I'm going to go through all the comments of people who say, I want this, and I'm going to draw a name, and then I'm going to write you a little letter, okay? We're going to talk about my autographing my book too at the end. Who wants an autographed book of mine? I know this sounds like crazy stuff, but my book's about to get published. It's a book on pretty much this. It's a book on personal branding. Easy, Mark. This is fun. I'm humble, but it's so much fun. I want this for all of you guys, and you're coming with me. Let's go. Facebook, for this, what you want is I for image. I'm going to zoom in a second. And video clip. So you don't put your full video on Facebook. You put the video clip, which is, like I just explained, the nugget that guides people bing, back up here. For LinkedIn, it is same thing. I and video clip. For IG, just image. Now, if you're asking yourself, but you could put video too. This is the Octo-Content Model. If you want to do more, knock yourself out. Go for it. But a lot of people tend to say, I'm going to do this. I'm going to write a book. I'm going to have a web series. I'm going to do this, when they're not doing the basics. And this is more than the basics. If you do that, when you do this, I have faith in you. When you implement this model and you become a global influencer, people are going to say, what the heck? How are you everywhere, on every platform, with millions of people in your audience, and you're super famous, and you're rich? How are you doing that? How are you doing that? And you say, I just make a 15 to 20 minute video once per week and I give it to my octopus. This is genius. Make no mistake. Okay, so what I'm saying is, before you go and say, but I can also do this, stick to this. Stick to this. Stick to this. Just get it done. Twitter. Here we got same thing. Image, video clip. iTunes, full audio. That's your podcast, FA. SoundCloud, full audio, FA. And yes, we must do both. And Alexa, I love you.
That's really sweet.
Oh, I just had to respond. Her, she gets the audio clip for flash briefings. No. Guys, there you have it. You gotta make sure you see this. You just gotta do one thing and go. Ta-da! Let's have a moment of silence and enjoy this for a second. Wow. I could just sit here and enjoy this for quite a long time. There we have it, folks. There we have it. Oh, now would you like to get a blog set up for free? Would you like your own free blog? Who? I gotta know, and I haven't sold anything, and you all got this for free, by the way. I need to say this. You just got millions and millions and millions of dollars worth of actionable steps and revolutionary cutting edge stuff here to make you rich and famous. You just did. Watch me in a year from now and the people I'm taking with me tonight. I'm taking some of you. Don't worry, I'm gonna pick you out right now. I'm gonna pick you out. You're coming with me. You're coming with me. You're coming with me. Who would like to build this thing out for the next 3 months, from January to March? Meet with me once a week as a group, a very tight-knit group where we meet, we submit each other's homework in a private group. As a matter of fact, I might as well drop it now. Who would like to? No, because the people who are not on the live webinar, you don't qualify. Sorry. It's only for the people that are there with Stephanie. You guys, stick around for 2 minutes. You can come with me. You want to come with me. If there's anything you ever want to do, is you'll want to come with me on this journey for the next 3 months. I don't care what your business is. We went through real estate. We went through being a mover. I don't care if you're an interior designer. I don't care if you're selling a wellness product. I don't care if you're working for a company or with a company. You want to do whatever you possibly can to run with me on this. I'm kind of going to get to it type of guy. I'm not that type of guy. I'm going all the way, and I'm taking some of you with me. If there's anything you want to do, am I selling you on it? Well, we'll see. Give me a second. But for now, for the people that don't have that option, which is like the people that are not on the webinar, I will say this. I'm going to set you up with I'm going to tell you how to get your free blog so you can start capturing people, and you have everything. Okay? Let me share my screen. Here we go. Okay, can you guys see my screen, please? Okay, we're going to make this short and sweet. I no longer use WordPress after years. I'm talking almost 2 years of finding my perfect platform. Here it is, Wix.com. Wix.com. I'm not going to sell you on it because it's freaking free. Now, I have a premium account because I wanted my domain name .com connected, and I want to get all the search engine optimization. These guys have so much functionality. It's absolutely crazy. You know how much I pay for a premium? And I'm not going to give you an affiliate link. I want you to get the free account and just pick a blog theme. And this is not a training for that. I see we're like 2 hours into this thing. I have to wrap it up, but I promised you I'd show you where to go. Wix.com. Start playing with the freebie. No, don't play with it. Build it. You got almost everything. It's just I want the analytics. I want the mailbox. I want everything in this thing. You know how much I'm paying? $12 a month. 12. 1, 2. So again, I won't go into this, but I'll show you what my blog looks like. I'll go to thewealthytrainer.com, and here it is. This is what I have. It's insane. I could show you my blog, what it looks like, but I got to tell you guys right now, this thing is so crazy. Now, I built it a certain way. So what I would recommend is go to my blog and be aware I will capture you when you land here. I love it so much. And once you get here and look at my stuff, you're going to realize that there is a structure to it. So I built it out a certain way where I have my interviews, my web series, I have my blog. The blog is insane. As I add articles, I only have 2 of them in there. I'll be building them with my people over the next 3 months. But there you go. That's all I need to show right now. You can investigate further on how to build it, but it's free and it's my choice. And if it's good enough for me, it's not only good enough for me. It's the answer to my prayers. No more WordPress for me. There you go. Okay? I got to leave this at that. I promised you guys I'd share it with you. Just go to wix.com and sign up for free. Okay, guys? I'm coming back out. That's all the time we need to spend on this because I got to wrap this up. We're over 2 hours. Here I come. Okay, I'm back without the diva light. Am I back? Are we good? Okay, folks. Are you blown away? If you're blown away, please go to the Wealthy Trainer group and say you're blown away. I'm going to share it across all social media. If you're blown away with what you learned tonight, just say the Octo-Content Model Training, the Octo Training, the Octopus Training, put something about that. Go into facebook.com, look under the Wealthy Trainer, put it in the search bar, go in the group. If you're not part of that group, it's free. Just go join. I drop value in there all the time. And put out a big shout out. Put an image if you want. Put a GIF of people cheering. Let's get the word out there. This Octo-Content Model, not Octopus Model. Don't put that. Not C-Octopus Model. It's the Octo-Content Model. It'll be world famous. And why would you pump it up? Well, guess what? I got something in store now. Now the content's done. Now I'm going to offer you guys a 12-week mentorship program. Who wants to come with me for the next 3 months? Now you gotta be on the webinar for this. If you're not on the webinar, we may work something out and I'll tell you how because I got something in store. Look at that hair. I need a haircut for session number 1. Guys, is there an investment? Oh yeah, there's an investment, all right. It's going to cost you an arm and a leg, and I'm going to tell you right now what it is. But first, I'm going to tell you what it involves. Basically, we're building this together. Now, the first thing I want to say before you run away is that I'm not saying this to scare you. But there are a lot of technicalities in the details of this thing. Let's be real here. There are a lot of technicalities in the details of this thing. Setting up a podcast, working with flash briefings on voice, all these voice items. There's branding involved. There's the name. You got to name your brand. You got to rethink your brand so it spans across everything. It's a 3-month intensive thing. You show up at class, we're going to have it in a private group, which means no one's going to see anything. It'll be like we don't exist. I call it the Laboom Squad. Don't worry about that group now. That's not the one. You will be invited if you're accepted in. And we're not creating a course. This is not branding university stuff. This is way beyond that. People in Branding University want to learn how to build their audience, social media skills, maybe some prospecting stuff. They want to learn how to brand themselves, but this is whole other level. This is to put you on the global stage as a global famous influencer that makes millions and millions and millions of dollars. That's what this is. Now, I'm doing this with you. I'm doing it with you, which means I haven't completed this, which means I'm going to be working tirelessly to get it done. Why? Because I'm doing it for me. If I'm doing it for me, you move over or come with me. My focus is on this. It always has been, but now I know how to do it. So who wants to do it with me? That's the bottom line. Let me go through the agenda. If I can find it, I will find it no matter what. It's around here somewhere. So much paperwork, not paperwork, but so many notes. I gotta find it. Here we go. Here's what I have planned for those of you that want to join me on this journey. How many am I taking in? Well, there's only 100 of you on the webinar. So maybe 1/3 of you will come in. Maybe 10% of you will come in. I don't know. There's an investment required. And I'm going to tell you what it is. And I have no problem with that at all. As a matter of fact, the less people, the better, less competition, because we're going to the top. The people who come in with me on this is it. I would give everything I have. I would. That's not a sales pitch. Do you think I need the money? Well, wait till you see how much I'm going to ask you for. I don't think you're ready for the number I'm about to throw out. And I'm going to do it real quick. We're going to go 12 weeks. It's going not to be a webinar system. It's going to be in a private group where every week it's going to be on Thursdays. Thursdays, I do the lesson live in the group. So if you can't make it that night, you don't have to wait for a replay. Just go into the group, because you'll be in that group, and check it out. There it is. And then people will be commenting on the live. You can check out all those comments. You could contribute to the comments. And there will be homework every week. You'll see people submit their homework. It's glorious. It's nothing short of magical what we're doing here. We'll be working together. You'll have support from all the other people in that squad, the Laboom squad. It'll be insane. Why Laboom? Laboom Squad was initially tied to a company. I used to be with a Beacon company, and Laboom is my media company. I don't know if you guys know that. Laboom Media, kind of like Vayner Media. I don't talk about it much because that's how I do big jobs for companies. After we implement this, you know how much Gary Vaynerchuk charges to go on stage to speak for an hour? $150,000. Know how much I get paid to go speak for a weekend? 10 grand. So I have a media company, and it's called Laboom Media. So the Laboom squad, you guys are going to be people very near and dear to me as influencers, global influencers. I mean, we're going to be very famous. We're going to be like famous. They say it's lonely at the top. I don't think it will be, but I wouldn't mind going to the top with some people so we can look back and say, hey, do you remember when we did this webinar and we were not even like super famous, and now people want pictures with us everywhere? Isn't this cool? So it's not like the Wolfpack Gang. Those of you who know the Wolfpack Gang, that's tied to a company. That's tied to my Happy Drink. This is a different thing. And this is also not Branding University. Branding University, we still teach every Sunday. I teach, and it won't be on this. It'll be on a tip, a trick, or a secret in branding, personal branding. That will keep going. As a matter of fact, I'll be taking people from this group. Basically, my immediate family is what you'll be. You'll be able to call me. Well, we'll be able to talk. I'm not saying that out of arrogance or arrogance. It's just I don't have time to talk to all my fans. For real. And when I say fans, I'm just saying because that's what they call them on social, or followers. This will be like different. Okay? We're building this thing. Now, it's going to be a closed, private group. The replays are going to be there. It's a live video. And at the top in the pinned post, it'll have week 1, week 2, week 3, all anchored. So you could go back to like week 2 if we're in week 8. Make sense? What are the also the instant help and support? I'm not putting a block in that group. I'm not putting a wait for admin to approve. I'm not putting that in this. I'm not putting it in this. It's going to be like, if you have a question, you don't know how to get your branded quote to get the text going, you put it in, you go submit, it's going to go in a group. That's how much of a family this is going to be. I trust you with that stuff. If you break the rules, then I'll contact you and say, don't spam your link. But we'll know better than that. This is a whole, we're going to become internationally known to rock the microphone. We're going to be professional marketers, professional branding experts in that squad. So yes, you submit your question. People are going to chime in immediately. We're going to help each other. Teamwork makes the dream work. We're going to build a bunch of octopuses or octopi, each our own, and we're going to be everywhere. And people are going to say, how the heck did these people I knew these people. Like I knew who that person was before they were all globally famous. This is it. Also, I'm going to share some of my private secrets in that group. Secrets that I don't share with anyone, to these people, to the people who come with me. I will, because it's private group. It's just not going to get out there. And you guys that join me on this 3-month journey, you guys are not going to want to share it either, because it's going to be the type of thing that we don't want to share, this type of ninja stuff. Okay? We share tons of stuff. I share tons of value. Look what I shared tonight. But the intricacies in just the podcast, just the Alexa stuff, Alexa, stop. Just the voice, just the Twitter. Do you guys know? I don't know if you know my Twitter's kind of... Alexa, stop. Stop. Alexa, what time is... Alexa, stop. Alexa, stop. Alexa, stop. Alexa, stop. Okay. She can be difficult at times. The worst thing is I got her in multiple rooms. So I don't know if I hear her bickering in the other room. I'm going to keep my relationship separate. Okay. Next thing is new connections. You're going to have an extended family, guys. You're going to be hanging out with the best of the best. Even if we're not the best of the best yet, as we become the best of the best, we're going to be unstoppable. So, who's interested in knowing what the investment is for this 3-month mentorship program? It's more than a mentorship program. It's a mastermind. It's a working together as a team and getting to the top together plan, mastermind, group. It's our group, okay? Who's ready for the price? Who's ready for me to drop the price? First, let's go through week 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay? The blog was awesome, right? What you guys saw? We're going to need 2 weeks to cover that blog. We're going to probably do that in week 1 and week 2. We're going to set up the blog. We'll get our pixels in. I'm talking about in the Laboom squad, those of you who get in. We're going to spend 2 weeks on that. Then we're going to spend 1 week on every one of these legs. YouTube, 1 week on Facebook, 1 week on LinkedIn, 1 week on IG, 1 week on Twitter, 2 weeks on the podcast. We're going to need 2 weeks for the podcast. We're going to need 2 weeks for the Alexa stuff. Alexa, stop. Can I mute her? Yeah, I can. There you go. Alexa? Alexa? Oh, I should have done that in the first place. We're going to spend 2 weeks on the Alexa stuff, the flash briefings. But when I say 2 weeks, I'll give the lesson, and then we're going to have to work almost every day to make it happen. There's a lot of work in this. This is why we need 3 months. So when you total all that up, and a week for the images and the image quotes, how to do that stuff. Okay, it's pretty intense. Did you guys see the spirit orb there? I saw it in the reflection. That's a sign, I think. Rewatch the replay when I said spirit orb. Rewatch the replay when I said spirit orb. I just saw it hanging out. It's a good thing. It's a God thing. So remember this moment, guys. Now, those are the weeks. And am I ready to drop it? Am I ready to drop it like it's hot? Oh, no, I'm not ready to drop it. Those of you who join me on this journey, I'll drop it within 5 minutes. I got to throw in some bonuses because you're going to have some skin in the game at this point. So it's going to get really intense. You ready? Here's the bonus number one. Bonus number one is, since we're going to have our Branding University webinars still going on Sundays, I'm going to feature some of you guys. I'm going to handpick you. And it's not going to be a marriage like we tried to do with Branding University. There's no commitment. It'll be literally like, hey, Sally, since we're in this Octopus thing together, do you feel like teaching this Sunday? Just teach. Massive exposure. Massive exposure. And you just teach and you get used to dealing with a live audience, and it's good training. And that's a bonus, a possible bonus for the people within this group. That's just one thing. Next thing is, oh, this is a big one. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? You're going to get an autographed hard copy of my book when it gets published in early 2020. I'll autograph it for you. Aren't you lucky? It's probably going to be called Your Brand Is You, and it's going to be kind of this broken down into hopefully an Amazon bestseller. For sure it will be. For sure, obviously. And you get a hard copy of that book autographed by me. That's a bonus if you come into this gang. It's not a gang, it's a private group. It's a private group. Into the Laboom squad. It's a squad if you come into this squadron. Bonus number two. Now you ready for bonus number three? You guys know there's no more affiliates in Branding University. You guys know I don't work with affiliates anymore. Guess what? For the whole month of December, we start in January. By the way, the week number one is in January. Those of you who join us tonight and make the investment tonight, you're going to get, I'll tell you exactly how to do it, how to pay, and what to do. And then Stephanie will get you from there. Right? Steph knows what to do from there. And within a week, we're going to be in the group all set up. I'm blocked on Facebook right now for groups. So within a week, you'll be all set up. And we're going to start not working until January, but you'll be in there. Here's what you will have the ability to do. Only the people who come in tonight. You'll be able to invite people in to that group. It'll be double the price though. I'm going to tell you what the price is in a second here for the people tonight who want to come in for the 3-month commitment. 3-month commitment. It's going to be a one-time payment. It'll be through PayPal. It'll be tonight. I'll tell you what it is in a sec. You guys are going to get your own affiliate page designed to you. They're almost all programmed. I can't show it to you now because I don't know. I want to use you guys right away. Whoever comes in tonight, they'll start getting released tomorrow. As a matter of fact, you know what? We're going to meet within the week. I'll show you how to use your page. And your own page, you'll be able to invite people in. It'll be all coded to you and everything. And it'll have a payment button on your affiliate page. And what it'll have this replay on your page. It'll have this replay. So you can share the replay. So if you're watching the replay, guys, and an affiliate shared it with you, that means this affiliate is in the squad that I'm talking about. If you'd like to come in, yes, you're going to have to pay double from what I'm about to offer. What I'm about to offer, it doesn't apply to the replay. So I'm going to tell you what the price is, but do you guys understand what you're getting? Only the people who come in tonight get this affiliate page, not the people you bring in. Does it make sense? And your commission is 50%, and your commission is instant. So when someone uses your PayPal button to come in, they pay it through PayPal. Stephanie sees your PayPal come in, and you get 50% immediately. Immediately. You know how much money you can make just by sharing this replay? I almost guarantee people are going to want to see this replay. Everybody wants to see this replay. It'll be off the lives. People will want this replay. There's no doubt about it. And when they watch the replay, they're going to buy. Because I'm going to do the call to action right here. They're going to come in, You're bringing them into the squad. They're going to have to pay double, but you get 50% instantly. Do you guys remember Twitter Lead Machine when I did this? There was no intricate affiliate back office. It was just, here's your affiliate page. Who remembers? Who was in Twitter Lead Machine? I set up an affiliate program for 1 month and you had your page. We made $500,000 in 1 month. We made $500,000 in 1 month. Who was in that? Who made sales? If you made sales of Twitter Lead Machine, you know as soon as your sale came in, within half an hour, blick, you got your cut. You got half right away. That's what you guys are getting as the ultimate bonus tonight for joining us on this 3-month journey. Who wants to come in? You ready for the price? Here we go. It's time to drop the price. Now, yes, I will stack down. It's one of my strategies. So I'm going to start at the highest possible price, but don't run away. I'm dropping it. For 3 months of this kind of education, I'm not going to compare it to Harvard because this is way better than any of that. Harvard students will be lining up to hire you to implement this for them. Are you kidding me? No. Don't even compare it to that. And they charge 80 grand per semester. Yes. I know I've said it before. At first I was thinking, this isn't a course. This is a real serious investment here. This is life changing, or I wouldn't be doing it. If I'm this pumped up about doing it for myself, I was thinking 12 grand. I'm like, 12 grand is a friggin' deal. 12,000 bucks. It's an investment. You're not just clicking on a course. It's not going to be 12 grand. But if it was 12 grand, 12 weeks, 1,000 bucks a week for what you're doing and implementing, which is the future of every single business. And they don't even know this. They don't know this. You think I'm doing well by making what, $4 million bucks in my pajamas? $4 million bucks in my pajamas? This is going to blow this out of the water. And a lot of you are going to see that a $12,000 investment, like a student loan, let's say, this is way better than university. I don't care. I don't care. I've been to university. I did 10 years of university, by the way, guys. This is worth way more than 12 grand. It's not going to be 12 grand. But if it was, that'd be 1,000 bucks a week. Think of it that way. 1,000 bucks a week? What? A little over $100 a day? For this kind of, and to be tied in, don't forget to be tied in with all the other people. Okay, it's not going to be that. It's not going to be that. But what if it was 6,000 bucks? What if it was half? It's not going to be. I'm stacking down. Take this as a lesson in sales, by the way, guys. You have to stack down. You have to show the value. I could show the value. I could go through week 1 and week 2 and week 3. I could tell you about a course that I purchased that was 3,000 bucks on how to set up a podcast, and it was worth my 3 grand. Just to set that up. Nothing to do with the Octopus or syndicating, just to set that up. And it saved me a ton of time. The stuff I learned to learn how to do, she's muted. To learn how to do Alexa, I spent another 2 grand on that. And then to learn my Instagram stuff, which I'm starting to implement, another 1,000. That's 6,000 bucks that I spent just to learn how to do that with no private group, with no connections to anyone, with no friggin' Octopus, with none of that. If this was 3 months, if this was 6 grand for 3 months, that's ridiculously inexpensive. That's an investment worth taking, period. It's a privilege to get that. And I'm not saying that because I'm the one offering it. I would jump at this in a second, but it's not going to be 6 grand. Then I thought, what if it was 600? Whoa, now, come on now. Let's break that down. 600 bucks, one-time payment, and you're in. I'm going to go really quick here. If it was 600 bucks, I'm not even going to ask you who would be interested in that, because if it's not everyone, you're probably in the wrong business, or you don't understand what I'm explaining to you and what we're going to do, or you don't know me, or you don't, or you think you can figure it out yourself, which you probably can. I gave you a lot tonight. If it was 600 bucks, that'd be ridiculous. It's not going to be 600 bucks. What if it was 300 bucks? What if it was literally 100 bucks a month? 300 bucks. Let's break that down for a second here. 150, 75 bucks a week to be in this exclusive club. And don't forget, if it was, did I say 600 or did I say 300? Did I say 300? What if it was 300? 100 bucks a month? I did say 300. I can't go back on that now. What if it was 300 bucks for the whole shebang, the whole thing? What if it was 300 bucks? And you get your affiliate page. It's not going to be 300. It's not going to be 200. It's going to be 100 bucks. That's it. That's all. You got to do it now. 100 bucks. You got to be on the webinar. And that's that. I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to tell you what you need to do immediately. You have to pay the $100 payment tonight. It only applies to people on the webinar. So if you're watching an affiliate page, and by the way, all of you who get in tonight, all of you on the webinar, you have to do it tonight. You have to do it tonight. If you don't do it tonight, even if you were on the webinar, it's not happening. Out of the 100 people, I don't know how many are going to jump. It better be all 100 of you. If it's not, well, it's not. Now, you're all going to get your affiliate page as well. What you're going to do with your affiliate page is you're going to sell this for 200 bucks. That's crazy on its own. And you get off 50% of that instantly. Does that make sense? Talk about game changing in 2020. I want to drop the mic, but I got to be clear here. You're going to have to do this immediately, right now, as I share my screen. I also want to be clear, the people watching the replay, because you're watching this on an affiliate page, that's the only way you're going to see the replay. The people watching the replay, here's what you got to do. You got to pay whatever the button says, and the button will say 200 bucks, okay? Actually, it'll be 200 and odd, no, it'll be 199 and 32 cents or 199 and 34 cents. It'll be an odd number, but it'll be just under 200 for you guys. And yeah, because that's how we get to identify affiliates and how to send the 50 bucks back to you, okay? Or the 100 bucks back to you. So the guys and gals who get in right now on the webinar for 100 bucks, you get your affiliate page within 1 or 2 days. If you get 10 people to watch the replay, because everybody wants to see this replay, they didn't get in, and they're going to miss the lives, and they want to rewatch it to take more notes. The people who buy, you get 100 bucks off each. So if you come in at 100 bucks tonight, and you get one person to come in, they pay 200, you get 100, you've basically got 3 months for free. Make sense? Who's in? Who's in? Let's go. Let me share my screen and get ready. Here we go. Okay, here we are. I've updated this end module for you all. You are in fact watching this on the affiliate page. You're watching this video right here on someone's affiliate page. Now, your next step from here is to simply click on the Join the Mentorship Program button. Now, I will update this module accordingly as time goes by and as we approach the start date, which will be in mid-January now. So there's really 2 steps for you to take if you want to join us on this amazing 3-month journey. Number 1 is make your one-time payment, and number 2 is send an email to marc@thewealthytrainer.com to let me know that you've done so. In that email, simply say, my name is blank and I've joined the Laboom Squad. And you're going to need to tell me what your PayPal email is and your PayPal name, because quite often Many people use a company name in PayPal, and it's hard for us to match that up. And the third thing I want to say is that this price will be in between $90 and $110 if you're watching this video. Now, this may not be the same price tomorrow. I have to be clear here. This price will go up as we approach the start date of the 3-month mentorship program, okay? So the odd cents and dollars here are because this is the only way for us to identify the affiliates, and your affiliate will be specified at the bottom of your page. Your affiliate will get their 50% instantly for inviting you in. So I'll read this really quick. It'll say your cost for the entire 3 months of access to our Octo-Content Mentorship Program is whatever this says on your page. At this time, like I said, it will be between $90 and $110. Our next phase, which will probably be tomorrow or the day after, we're going to jump up to $199, or should I say between $190 and $210. And then as we approach the mid-January start date, this will jump up from $500 to $1,000. So you should really jump in right now. So all you need to do is click on Join the Mentorship Program button. It'll launch a new window with this cartoon face, Ignore Branding University. This is in fact the correct page. Go ahead, make your payment, and then like I said, send an email to marc@thewealthytrainer.com. Let me click it up on the screen here. There you go. There it is in big. You'll have to manually type that in to whatever email software you use, whether it's Outlook, Gmail, Hotmail, whatever. And once again, say, my name is blank. I made the payment to get into the Laboom Squad. This is my PayPal email address. And please also put your contact email address if it's different from your PayPal. And let us know what your PayPal company name is if it's different from your own name. And I will get back to you within 24 hours with all details to get you plugged in and all equipped for the mid-January start. And also note that we still do meet every Thursday before the start date, because here's a bonus for you right now today. If you join us today, or if you're hearing my voice right now, which means I haven't replaced this end part to the video yet, I'm telling you, if you take advantage of this right now, you will also get your own affiliate page just like the one you're on. All of those details will be sent to you within 24 hours of you making the payment number one and sending an email to marc@thewealthytrainer.com. I wasn't really going to get into this right now, but I just want to give you guys a little preview of what our private group network will be. We're no longer using Facebook groups. We were going to do a private Facebook group, but now we found something so much better. It's a private, closed community that is platform independent. Now don't go sign up for this right now, because you will be instructed on how to do so once you've made your payment and sent an email to me. But just really quickly, let me sign in. And it looks almost exactly like a Facebook group, except we don't have to deal with advertisements. We don't have to deal with distractions. I can share the best stuff in here, and nobody will see it except us. This is really our new home, where we will build our new family. I'll be popping in every morning to say good morning, maybe share a little tip, maybe motivate you guys, push you guys a little bit. We're going to have all of the week's replays put in here, and you'll be able to comment on all of the replays and contribute and collaborate and connect with each other. This is basically taking the place of not only a Facebook group, but this will be taking the place of a Facebook group, a course hosting platform. All of the course modules will be in here. It's also taking the place of, you know, those Facebook chats where we open it up and everybody chats with each other. It's a closed little Facebook chat. This takes care of that as well. And we're not held hostage by a platform who could shut us down at any time. You'll get your notifications, you'll get your messages, and I'll even teach you guys for the first couple of weeks on how to use this thing. So maybe it's something you're going to want to use for yourself with your own community in the future. It's absolutely mind-blowing. There's so many things I want to share about this new software, but I'll save it for the Laboom squad. This has truly been a blessing in disguise for me because I have, in fact, been cut off on several occasions over the years from posting to my own groups. One quick little thing this does as well is when you send out a notification to your community, everybody sees it, unlike a Facebook group. I'm not here to bash Facebook. I'm not here to bash Facebook groups. I'm just saying we found a better way, and I'm so freaking pumped up. So once again, those instructions will be sent to you once you've made your payment and once you've sent me an email to let me know that you've done so. This is all I will be working on for the next 3 months, starting in mid-January, and I am so excited to bring you along for the ride. Go ahead, make your payment, send me an email, and let's get you plugged in properly. This is Mark Lalone signing off, and I will see you on the inside. Bye-bye now.